Okay, go. Okay, I put it right here on my nose, under my eye, over here, and over here. And then I just blend out everywhere. That way, it's almost like a foundation, but it's not, and it conceals like where you want to conceal. Nope, just the moisturizer. Sometimes I put primer, but I don't always really like putting on primer. And that way, I feel like when you do this, it doesn't really dry up, at least not for me. And I don't
look like it last time. So where did you do it? Maybe my thing is that I don't tap it. I rub it. And
Yeah,
then it
you're
kinda
supposed
takes
to
it off,
rub it.
yeah. Do you think that's
If you
how
tap
it's-
it, you get more full coverage, and if it's dry, you get more full coverage. Like if you really want coverage, but when it's wet, I feel like it looks more like dewy, you know, instead of I like it wet too.
Feels gross.
And you're supposed to tap it. Plus, it feels better than rubbing. So make sure you tap like this. Like that. And then, do you have any white powder or no? You only have bronzers.
I only have this one. I'll make it once I have white powder.
Anyway,
Okay,
if
white
you do
powder,
have
tell me so I can get it and buy it.
banana powder is better than white powder because then you don't have flashback. Flashback is where you take a picture and it looks like it's almost completely white under here, and it's because of the powder. So if you get a powder, get a pressed powder that just looks like your skin color, or if you want like a loose powder to bake underneath your eyes so it doesn't smear. Sometimes it creases if you don't set it with something underneath.
That's what I have. It was
Yeah, it's because you don't have a powder that you put underneath.
okay, so just
any
powder.
Any powder as long as it's not white, because then it's gonna have flashback. I have a white powder, but I don't like using it if I'm gonna be taking pictures, especially if it's like nighttime. And then I like using a huge brush to just kind of warm up the face, and then I like going in with a smaller brush to do more contour. So.
Should I put more on mine?
Make sure you blend everywhere. You don't blend. There's like creases under your nose. Don't put too much. Only put it in those spots, and then if you have extra, you're supposed to. Yeah, I'll go in and do spots if I have spots, but if I don't have spots, it's better to not wear too much makeup, you know?
Do you do it in the eye like that?
No, because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It doesn't really matter. If you're using eyeshadow primer, you don't have to because you can put eyeshadow
I
primer.
need to get eyeshadow primer.
There's, get the Urban Decay one. It's cheap.
Really?
It's like $29 and you get 2 tubes. I gave 1 tube to Leona. I told her you can just give me $15 for it.
She paid you? She uses eyeshadow?
She was asking me about what makeup I should be using, and then she took my lip liner and I found it downstairs. And she's like, oh, I forgot to put it back. I wasn't using it. I mean, I was using it a little also.
Blend your neck too?
I do my neck last.
What about the big brush? You can totally do.
Yeah, I use the big brush to like warm up the face and then I go in.
Yeah,
That way
so
you can
what?
really blend in.
This one is for contouring the nose.
This one looks more like a highlighter brush or an eyeshadow brush.
It looks really good for eyeshadow.
Something for contouring the nose, you need more flat. That way you can make this.
All the brushes are clean, so we can use that one.
Okay.
And
This
then
is good
show
for
it
like
the
shimmers as
we
well.
need for both.
Okay.
Brand new. Oh wow.
I know, I'm just warming a little bit.
She's teaching me finally.
See, now I'm not as pale anymore, but I'm not like super bronzed either.
Do you dab it or swipe it?
First, I go like this. I'll kind of put it in the corner, and then I'll start blending. And you can blend kind of like in this area.
Motion?
Yeah. That way it doesn't look, when you swipe, you're going to have a line. If you're going in circles, you can kind of put it wherever you want it, you know? And you can keep going and going until you're happy with it. See, already that's pretty warmed up, but it's not like contour. For contouring, then you can go in here.
So you
And apply
swipe it
more.
at first, and then you
Yeah.
like that.
And just go in circular motions. Go around. Make sure you don't go over here. Don't go right here. Only stay at the temples right here. When you're contouring, contour up from here, up contour, but try not to put too much right here because that's where you highlight and this is where you blush. So it's like 1, 2, 3. This is the bronzer, this is more of the blush, this is the highlight.
So not go past the temples.
Yeah. And then go right here. If you start going too close to here, it's gonna look weird. You want to stay up here and then up here towards your hairline. So make sure forehead looks smaller instead of going too down low because then it looks, you know, not contour. It just looks.
Can I get makeup? Yeah. But she's teaching me, and then
Here's
I'm doing
this.
it right after she is.
Here's this.
Oh, that looks perfect.
Am I supposed to use this for foundation?
Look, Zana, this is what I do for contour. I literally apply like that. And then. And I try not to go like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just find where it is and that's it. Because if you do that, I don't know, it just doesn't. And then I
Wait,
blend
does this
in.
look good? Or is this, do I
No,
need
that
to
looks good. No, that's not too much. Because then you can go in and add more. But with the contour, you want to stay more closer to that area instead of going warming up the whole face. Because then you're just going to make yourself look more tan instead of like.
Did I do it too high though? Or did it look good? What just happened? Oh. It got too dark. Do you go? I find it's hard to under the eye, but I don't need to.
Don't. The only reason you're doing that is because you have creases. See? It's because you don't put powder underneath. That's what
Is it
happens.
just powder? Just go with that.
Yeah, but under your eye is supposed to be bright.
Should I get a lighter skin tone powder?
Get a face powder to set under your eyes.
Yeah, it's called translucent powder.
It doesn't even have to be translucent, anything.
I'll get the translucent one. Does it have her ready? She probably has to. So what did you guys want to do?
Huh?
Stab it and then swipe, yeah?
Stay in here, like in this section. And then you can blend out and you can blend up a little bit.
You go in circle motion too?
Always.
Is this bronzer good?
Why is this so dry?
It's a different kind of sponge. I just washed it.
I know you did, but why is it really dry? It's supposed to leave some moisture in there.
Right now what I do, I have two different bronzers. I have one that's light and one that's darker. The lighter one I use to warm up my face, the darker one I use to go in. My darker
I never
one.
moisturize my face, guys.
But that too is so good too.
I feel like it looks geeky now. Don't put too much. Yeah.
Does it look too cheeky? It's circular.
No, you can always blend. That's why I like using the translucent powder too, is to make this line more sharp with it afterwards. And then it makes your contour look more like contour.
Yeah. And then you just kind of go like with the
What?
with this.
If you want, since I don't have that right now.
Yeah, is that what you do with the baby?
Yeah, but since there's a little bit of foundation left in here or concealer, I can really go in and kind of make that line a little bit more sharper.
Underneath.
Whoa, you're getting this all over your dress.
But you do it with the sponge, right?
Yeah, but I use